Hey, how you guys doing? Salam alaikum, alaikum salam, kasambil akutare. I pray you guys have a great day and a blessed day today, Monday morning. Philadelphia kind of cool today, not that bad. So far so good. Getting the car cleaned this morning. Unfortunately, I did not go to work today. Been putting off the car wash for a while. We've been having a lot of rain here in Philly, like almost 2 weeks, like off and on. And you wash your car for it to rain and then gets dirty. Even though I still wash it. I still try to wash it, but I've been putting it off. So today's the day. I came in here this morning just to speak a little bit about certain understandings that different traditions, different religions have as far as reincarnation, regeneration. There's a tradition or religion that believes in regeneration. There are also, if you read the Christian or Jewish literature or scriptures, there are chapters and verses where they speak about in those chapters about some type of regeneration. Meaning that when you pass away, you actually lived and fulfill the commandments, you understand, and you're accepted by God Almighty, that you will be regenerated back again. You'll be put here back on earth, not in heaven, on earth. Then you have the other understanding that is not regenerated in that form or reincarnation, but that you will live a spiritual, you will live in a totally, it's your body, but it's not composed of the same substance that this physical body is composed of. There's that belief also, which a lot of the Christian faiths believe in. Sorry for the noise, guys. I'm in a commercial area, like a lot of traffic around here. There's garages and things all over the place. I'm actually against, ya tú sabes, one of the, for us, a very, how can I say it, very, not holy, you could say that, but a very profound place for us, which is behind me. A lot of us call it, Tierra Santa, different ways and different names we call it. Actually, my mom is in this place here, laid on this earth, behind this wall. Okay, then you have the understandings of reincarnation, right? Even in the scriptures, it talks about certain things on reincarnation. It doesn't say it like that, but you would, if you read carefully and you understand what they're speaking about and how does the context of whatever they're speaking is saying, you would hear certain things, and if you're not indoctrinated, you will understand that it's actually speaking about a person who reincarnated. There's a chapter, I don't remember right now in my head where it speaks about, but there was this family, right? And their son was born, with blind. He was born blind. So a man and a wife had a son, most likely, yeah, you know how it is. And the son was born blind. It says in the scriptures that the disciples of Christ are walking with him, right? And they asked Christ, what sin has that man created or done that caused him to be blind? And Christ tells them that he hasn't committed no sin to be born blind. So now listen to what he's saying. So there's a belief in the old Jew tradition or Hebraic tradition or whichever way you want to call it, that if you was born with some deformity, it's probably because either your family sinned, your mother or your father sinned, or the man that was born blind in his past life, he sinned. So he was born with that impediment as a payment or as a suffering for his sins that he committed in the past. And Christ tells him, neither did he, which is the man that's blind, neither did he sin, neither did his father sin for him to be that way. But he was born like that for God could show his glory, meaning for God could use Christ to heal the man, in other words. So you see how these understandings, even in the scriptures, they're there, you know? So, you know, you have to have a open mind and read things for what it says, and understand, you know, without indoctrination. Now, as far as reincarnation, you know, reincarnation is the word, just the word itself. It's kind of a word that it's, I don't know, I don't really like using the word too much, because for reincarnation, a lot of people believe that to reincarnate, you can reincarnate in anything, depending on what you believe. What is your stance? What is your culture? You know, what are your you know, family traditions, or what are you know, we got people that believe that their ancestors, when they die, they are born, they come back in rats, you know, and these people sit down and eat with the rats and drink milk and feed the rats, and they even have a temple full of rats, you know. This is why I don't like the reincarnation word, because for Allah, you can reincarnate in anything. Me, myself, I do not believe that you reincarnate in anything but a human being born again through a man and a father, through a man and a woman, the usual way, and you come back to live a life, not you. You won't remember yourself, but it'll be your spirit in another womb, and you'll have a different body, and you'll live a totally different experience. Won't be the same. You understand? That's what I believe in. I'm not saying to believe in what I believe in. I'm just saying what I believe in. There's also a great possibility that if you live a long life and you have done the things that you wanted to accomplish in life and everything, and you understand that as you're getting older and older, you see that you already lived your life. You understand? You're content with seeing your children, right? They got their own homes, they're married, your grandchildren are doing great. You know, your wife, if you're leaving, your wife is still here, she has a place to live. You know, like you guys own your own house. You're not leaving her with debts and with things, you know. So you kind of start disconnecting and understanding that you're leaving, but you're content, and you're leaving everybody in the right fashion without no hurts or pains or struggles that you're leaving behind. This is how I hope and wish that I will leave this earth. You understand? Knowing this, because what this does for you is it gives you a chance to accept. It gives you a chance to feel good and start the process of disconnecting from this realm, this human realm where we stand on and eat and talk and freaking gossip and fight and work and, you know, and do you know, what humans do. You understand? And once you start getting into those ages, you start understanding that, you know, life is coming to an end, you know, and you have to really put your stuff in order, leave your family in order, little by little. Because you see, I'm not saying that you should die young, at a young age. No, you should be able to die at an old age and have the ability to understand have the ability to and the reasoning to start disconnecting from this world. Like that, when you do leave this planet, right, in the flesh, you're capable of keep on moving in that dikenga. And you are capable of either going back to the source where you came from, to that source of life, that power, that energy source, or you could come back and live another experience through a different body without really remembering that you lived this before. You might get some instances where you get some deja vu. This is a habit to a lot of us, right? Oh wow, certain things, or you're talking to somebody at a certain time, and you're like, I've been here before. Like, I know this place. But nothing, guys. It's just something to reminisce, think about. Not too hard. It's not for you guys to go crazy. Think about, but those who are living out here and are reaching that age, that they're, let's say 40, 45, 50, start to try to disconnect a little bit from the things here that keep you connected. Because if not, what happens is the potentiality that could happen. I'm not saying it's 100%, because I'm not there. I don't know. I haven't passed away yet. But because of what we use to manipulate, to help ourselves and others, we understand that there's spirit. And if we have spirit that we use, what do you think we could be used for if we spirit also? So, it's just a reality, of life. Life hits you. When you're young, you don't think about it. When you're young, you don't care. Usually, especially us, and I always come down to this, and I don't mean to offend anybody or nothing, but when you live in these parts of the United States, and it's all over the place. It's all over. It's even in other countries also. When you live in impoverished areas and low income places and families, and you see the things that the majority of the young kids see and grow up with as, 4 or 5 years old, they're already hearing this and seeing things, it's something that becomes part of you, and at some point in your life, if you grow up, right? Let's just say you grow up and you start leaving all that street life, in other words, that want, that thing inside that wants for people to know you, that you the big and the bad, or you the runner, or you got this place or that place, When you disconnect from all that stuff, man, it's a better feeling. It's better for you. And nothing, it's just, we all got to get out of that mindset, especially those of us who have lived and raised in these places and these jungles out here. A lot of people here that I know, older than me, still are living the street life out here. Is it right? Is it wrong? It's up for them, right? To really decide what they want to do. But I took the course during my life at the age around 30 to 32 years old. And I just said, nah, this ain't life. This is not what I want to do. Been there, done that. not getting anywhere, not really progressing in anything really. Just an illusion of trying to live a life that it's fake. Because today you got money, tomorrow you don't have. Today you got a house and tomorrow you don't have a house. Today you got food and tomorrow you don't have food. You know, this is how it is for us. You understand? And we gotta be honest. You know, those who they are, not that they're very little, but very scarce, that lived in these areas and progressed in life. That's beautiful. And that's, when I see that, I love it, because it shows people that, what I always say, you can live in the ghetto, but you don't have to be ghetto. You don't have to prove nobody nothing. You don't have to prove nobody nothing. You live your life, go inside your house, close your doors, that's your world. You understand? Outside they could be killing themselves. As long as you're not involved and you stay out of it, that's on you, you know? Other than that, I don't know why I came back, why I jumped on this, but anyway. But as far as the reincarnation, a lot of us believe that we incarnate. We incarnate again, but if we choose to disconnect and to not live another experience in this life, we don't. Instead of coming back through the Dikenga, we don't go. We just go straight back to the source of creation, of power. And that's it. Some of us believe that we'll most likely live in another dimension. It all depends, and it's hard to say with true honesty and understanding, because in order for that, you need somebody to have died, literally have died, been there, and come back and say how it is. and you witness the death. Well, you can believe it. You understand? That it ain't just illusions or things from his mind, or he got unconscious, or he went into a coma, or she did, and there was a loss of oxygen, or something was going on, and things of that nature. So all we could say is what the ancestors have said. I know ancestors speak about ancestors coming back. That's the belief. That's one of the beliefs. Another one is that you stay stuck in the Dikenga because you are too connected to this world, or you're too connected to a loved one, or you left at a certain time that it wasn't your time, or you feel as though it wasn't your time, so you stay here. A lot of people don't know that they're passed away already, that they dead. They stay. Some of them stay lingering, and some of them, keep doing the same thing over and over at a certain specific time, a moment in that realm. There's a lot of things, that has to do with incarnation, or some call reincarnation. If you want to read a little bit upon reincarnation, what others believe and think, it's good to understand how they look at it and the perspectives they have. For me, myself, my belief is I don't reincarnate in no animal. If I'm going to incarnate, I'm going to come back. Same spirit, different body, living a different experience, different name, different date of birth, all that. And majority of the times it is to either fulfill something, so I could actually really fulfill something, to feel like I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish, and then I could disconnect from this realm, forever, and live in either another dimension or go back to the source of creation and live amongst those powers that be. Salam alaikum, malaikum salam. Have a great day. Be blessed. You got any comments, questions? Leave them below. Give me a thumbs up for the algorithm. Just things to think about, guys. You know, that's all. Just things to think about. You know, you hear a lot of this stuff around. Nobody speaks about it. Like, they don't. You really gotta get into it and do your research. And I'm not saying believe everything, but I'm saying understand where they're coming from, see their point of view, and then look at the traditions that we follow, and look at what our traditions teach us about this sort of thing, ancestry coming back, reliving again, and this sort. And then if you want to look into the scriptures, even the Hebrews believed in coming back, and they believed in coming back within their own tribe. Imagine that, their own lineage. So be safe. Talking about the video again, guys. Sorry for a little jibber blabber there for a little bit. I get off course sometimes. You know, I don't know where it takes me to. But anyway, salam alaikum, malaikum salam, que te acutare. I'm here in Campo Finda. Be safe.